Hi everyone, my name is Florin Luca. I'm a data analyst at btProvider, and in this video I'm going to show you what a Hexbin chart is, how to create one in Tableau, and most importantly, why and when you should use it. If you work with a lot of dense scatter plot data, especially where points overlap, this chart can be a game changer for visual clarity. So, what is a Hexbin chart? Well, a Hexbin chart is a variation of a scatter plot that groups data points into hexagonal bins. A scatter plot places every individual data point on a coordinate system, whether geographical or between two numerical variables. The advantages are clear. We can see every observation, detect outliers, and identify visible relationships. However, when we have thousands of points, scatter plots suffer from overplotting. Points overlap and it becomes difficult to see the true distribution. A Hexbin chart, on the other hand, divides the space into a grid of hexagons and computes an aggregate measure for each cell, such as the count of points or an average value. The advantage is that it reduces visual clutter and highlights areas of high density. This is especially useful for maps, like you can see in our use case, and also on large datasets. The downside is that we lose granularity. We don't see each individual observation, only aggregated regions. So think of it like this. A scatter plot shows you the trees, a Hexbin chart shows the forest. Now, let's walk through how to build one in Tableau. Let's start from the scratch and connect to a data sample. I'm using an Excel with demo sales across United States of America. This is random data. And let's start first with the scatter plot. Let's move the longitude and the latitude on the dimension side. Double click on longitude, double click on latitude, and here it is, you have the map. Now let's put the cells on the color. You can see here how the data gets crowded, and it's difficult to see patterns or understand which cells it's higher than the other ones. Let's edit the color and try orange blue diverging, for example, and we can see that it's even harder to interpret it like this. Let's move on and let's build a Hexbin chart. Tableau doesn't have a native Hexbin chart type, but we can simulate it using calculated fields. We'll start first creating a parameter that will adjust the ratio. We'll keep it float and the current value is 1. Let's build the Hexbin X. We'll use the formula Hexbin X. will add longitude multiplied by ratio. The other argument will be latitude multiplied by ratio. And we'll divide it with the ratio. Click OK. Now let's duplicate this one, add it, change the name in Hexbin Y, change the formula with Hexbin Y. Click OK. And now we have the calculated fields. We need to do the same operation, convert them on dimension, convert to continuous, and now we have to assign them a geographic role. We'll use Hexbin X as longitude and Hexbin Y as latitude. Double click on Hexbin X, double click on Hexbin Y, and let's put the cells on color. We can see that the data is more clear. Now it shows you circles, but we change it into shape, and we will add from here a hexagonal shape. Now we'll increase the size, and on edit colors we will use the same orange blue diverging. And there you have it. If you want to increase the number of hexagons, you will need to adjust the ratio. For example, let's change it to 2. They multiplied. If you have some areas where you have fewer points and you want to see more in depth, you can change it from here using the ratio. And there you go, a Hexbin chart that reveals data patterns at a glance. Just to recap, a Hexbin chart is ideal for visualizing density in large datasets, improving readability where scatter plots fall short. Hexbin charts are great for exploratory analysis, but also for clear communication on dashboards. Try it out in your next Tableau project and see how it works. If you find this helpful, feel free to like or share. If you got questions on or want more Tableau tutorials, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.